The date is June 28th of 1997, and it's the night of the Tyson versus Holyfield II. A night that many had been waiting for, and one that was going to be a good one. Now, this video isn't just about the fight, but there's a story behind the casino chips that were used at the MGM at the time, which would later get taken out of circulation due to some events that would happen once the fight ended. These two chips mainly being the $100 39 mil chip as well as the $100 Baccarat chip at the time. I'm sure most of the chips got taken out of circulation, especially the higher denominations, because after what happened in the fight, people went wild inside the casino. The fight started off fine. Both Tyson and Holyfield were boxing well. Tyson more reserved than what most people were used to him being, and Holyfield seemed to have the edge in rounds 1 and 2, pushing Tyson around while gaining points. A cut above Tyson's eye would open at the beginning of the second round when both of their heads collided. Surely this was an unintentional headbutt, but that's unsure. Tyson wouldn't take it lightly, and that would set a fire inside of him, going into the end of the second and into the third. Tyson had a new energy at the beginning of the third, and it looked like the Tyson that everyone was used to seeing. This is how he should have been the whole time the fight was going. Everyone was getting very excited, jumping out of their seats. The crowd was absolutely loving the action going on. Now, this was the round where Tyson would bite Holyfield's ear, something that many had never thought would happen. Not only did he bite his ear once, but twice in the same round. The round would end, and when the cameras went to show the replay, all things broke loose in the ring. People started to rush inside, and it was a good thing that both opponents had their teams in front of them, especially on Tyson's side, because something took over. Tyson wanted to keep going and started to go at everyone in his way, getting very close to punching the police, and it was a good thing Holyfield was staying on his side. The crowd started to boo, and they were chanting something. Once again, the replay would play, and people started to leave the arena. Those that were big fans of Tyson, of course, were not happy about what happened. Then, once Tyson was finally taken out of the ring, people were throwing things at him. He was yelling at people, pushing those in front of him, and even pushing a camera man down. Holyfield was taken out of the ring too, in a hurry to get out of there. Once Mills Lanes, the referee, started talking during his interview, the crowd got very, very mad, booing so loud that it was almost hard to hear what Lane had to say. At that time, Tyson was taken out, as well as most of the watchers started to leave. They would go to the casino floor, and things started to get even worse. In the Las Vegas Review-Journal article that came out the day after, it was said panic broke out Saturday night at the MGM Grand Hotel when guests thought they heard gunshots following the Holyfield-Tyson bout, and 50 people were injured in the ensuing stampede. This sound was a security gate that had fallen outside the casino. Many got scared and started to run. The casino dealers took cover under their tables with customers, and it was said people were stealing chips. They were tipping over tables to get at the money. Restaurants started to board up their doors. The theme park was shut down altogether, and the fight fans spilled into the street, and the strip was brought to a shutdown, forcing police to make sure no one got hurt. Gaming tables were closed for 2 hours on one of the busiest nights of the year, with several high rollers in town. Things like this don't happen often, and many times people don't just run up to tables taking the chips with them. There was some other type of energy that these boxing fans had that they needed to unleash once they got out of the arena, and many of them might have taken advantage of what was going on to take a few $100 or $1,000 of chips with them. This would make the MGM Grand make the move to put in an order to order new chips. Now, these $200 chips don't pop up too often, and neither do the 500 or the 1Ks. And if they do, after hearing the story, it might make you want to grab some of the chips that were around at the time of 1997. Even the lower $1, $5, and 25s would be amazing to have from this time. I was able to find a few of the standard hundreds that did sell for around $150, even all the way up to $366 in 2008. These chips will probably be on my list here in the future. This is an interesting story of something that doesn't happen too often, so if there's anything that I missed or if you have any information that I didn't mention, please put it down in the comments. Let's share this video with friends and families, and thanks for watching as always. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.